All right, and we are back for part 2 of episode 2 of The Walking Dead, the final season. Let's continue right away.
Is he awake?
Yeah, he's so hot.
I can carry him. You're exhausted.
No, I've got him.
That guy, James, he might really want to take off that flesh mask.
Hurts. Hang on, we're almost there.
Walker! Violet! Lewis! They came back!
Look, you live out there alone, right? You could stay with us.
Not ready.
I can't keep carrying you. We'll be inside soon. Rest now.
Shit. Is he...
He's alive. He was shot. He's got a fever.
Come on, let's get him inside.
I can't.
It's okay, buddy. I got you.
Let me see. I have what I need upstairs. Come on.
We got the shrapnel out of him.
We?
It's a long story.
He's running a fever. Body's trying to fight infection, poor little guy.
Ruby and Lewis will take care of him. You come with me. We can talk in the office. Clem? Shh. You just try to rest, okay? We're gonna fix you right up. Clem!
AJ, listen to Ruby, okay? She'll look after you. Come on, what do we do when we're scared? When fear starts to get the upper hand, we push
through it. We don't let it take over. I'm good now. Clementine, please. We need to talk.
I don't know if I should have emphasized the breathing thing. I know that that's his coping for being angry.
What happened out in the woods? I saw they had you pinned and Shit, I got so crazy. When I heard you call for help, I didn't even think. I just let go of the arrow. I wasn't even sure if I'd hit her. And then Lewis got shot 6 inches over. We'd be digging another grave. I really thought you were dead, Clem. It's just everything is so fucked right now. you know?
It's really good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. Just wish Mitch and the others felt the same. Lewis and I told them what happened in the woods. That woman who attacked you.
Lily.
So you do know her. We were wondering. Who the hell is she? I mean, I know you're not, like, with her group, but the others don't like the coincidence. Her showing up right after you? I mean,
She's horrible. She always has been. Her dad was a racist asshole, and she defended everything he did.
great. As if we didn't have more than enough dickheads already.
She murdered someone in our group, gunned them down during an argument. Carly was her name. She refused to let Lily push her around. It was right at the start. I haven't seen Lily since.
I believe you.
But
There's something else. Willie said someone was with you at the gates.
James. He saved me and AJ, let us stay in his camp for the night.
But why did you bring him here? You led him right to us. I mean, he's a stranger, Clem. Running into those two in the woods, it proved we can't trust anybody.
You don't have to worry about James. We can trust him.
Willie said he was wearing, I don't know, animal skins or something.
Or
He was
something.
wearing walker skin. That's how he gets past herds. He can guide them, too.
Wow. Okay.
I wouldn't have brought him here if I thought he was a threat.
It's not that I don't trust you. I'm just worried about the others and what they might do. They didn't even get a chance to mourn Brody and Marlon before these child-snatching assholes showed up. And then you two come back after we thought you were dead. Now they're confused, and no one knows how to feel about AJ.
Violet, AJ is the least of their worries.
I know, but everything is such a mess. They're scared and angry, and they're looking for someone to blame. I mean, they kicked you out. How am I supposed to make them change their minds about you? It was decided. 5-3 against. I know it feels like it shouldn't matter, but they were afraid of you. Both of you.
You don't have to. Let me convince them. James told me what Lily and Abel will do next. He said they'll get more people and guns and come attack us. Take everyone here.
How the hell would he know?
He's watched them for a while. They're at war with another community. They take people to fight for them.
Is that what happened to Minnie and Sophie? They turned them into soldiers?
Yeah, it'll happen to us too if we don't stop them.
Minnie didn't even like killing walkers.
Look at this place. It's a fortress. With a little work, we could make this place really hard to attack.
Do you actually know how to do that?
Yeah, I was part of a siege once in a town called Richmond. Here, let me show you. We've got good, strong walls. We need to make them hard to climb over, so the raiders have to come in through the gates.
We used to keep barbed wire in the greenhouse.
Why?
This is where we should make our stand. There's only one way in, the front, and then there's the big central staircase. If we rig that path with traps, we can pull back here.
Luring in our attackers. I like it.
The courtyard's pretty wide open, not a lot of cover. We should flip the picnic tables, narrow down the pathways through it.
So we'll know which way they're coming.
At the very least, it'll give us protection if they get past these walls. Well, you guys don't use the greenhouse anymore, do you?
No, we used to. Then we lost someone out there. Walkers overran the place and Marlon wouldn't let us go back. Safe zone.
We need to get that barbed wire so they can't climb the walls. I'll go.
Are you sure? It's gonna be swarming with walkers by now.
Okay, what the hell's going on? Lily told me she was back, but I was like, no way. Violet wouldn't just go against what we all decided.
Shh! Would you keep it down? The little boy's asleep! His fever's already going down, Clem. He's gonna be okay.
Great. We're just giving them our medicine, too?
Mitch, those people who shot Lewis, they're arming up to attack the school. We need Clem's help.
Like hell we do. For all we know, she's one of them.
She's not. If you saw their leader's boot on Clem's neck, you'd know that.
These raiders all carry guns, and they know how to use them. So whatever you think of me and AJ, deal with it, or you're gonna end up dead.
I'd rather take my chances.
Clem's going to the greenhouse to find barbed wire and anything else she thinks we need for the fight, and you're going to help her.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. It's too dangerous for her to go by herself, and you're good in a fight.
I can go too. You know, to keep the peace.
Fuck, Vi. Since when are you the one making the calls?
Since no one else stepped the fuck up. These two will meet you at the gate, and you can head to the greenhouse once I've explained the situation.
See you there.
I'm so sorry, little dude. Please be okay.
The thing I'd most want to say to Lewis is sometimes people do things that they regret and they can learn from them and make better choices next time. Because I feel like right now that applies equally to
Guess I didn't
AJ and to
realize
Lewis.
How long it's been. How much it's changed.
This ain't budging.
You gonna stand there sulking all day? You gonna do something useful?
Well, we need that barbed wire. There must be another way in.
Also, does Clementine not get a say into whether or not Mitch is here? Because I would rather have anyone else in the compound, including 10, watching her back right now instead of Mitch, who seems openly hostile to her and to the idea of having her around here.
Wild boar. Not too many in these parts, but they were more common where I grew up. I used to hunt them with my old man when I was little. They make terrible noises when they die.
I like it. It'll look good on my wall.
So just taking a look around out here to see if there's anything here. Yeah, let's talk with Ruby. Like, Ruby I like. Asim I like. Why do we have to have Mitch here?
Are you okay?
It's been so long since I was here. I used to love this place, but it's so overgrown. I'll be fine. Let's just find a way in.
And I hear, Vi, that, you know, Mitch is good in a fight, but so are a number of the others. Like, Lewis can't come in because he's wounded. I get that, but I don't know. I feel like people get where I'm coming from. Let me talk to this guy first.
What do you want?
Nothing.
You're only here because we're desperate, you know, so don't get comfy. If we survive these raiders, you and I are gonna have words.
Let's survive first.
Which is more or less what I'd want to say to him, I think, in this situation. Like, the point, if I was Clementine, the point that I would want to make is I am better suited to survive out there on my own than anyone here, and we made it an hour outside of camp and almost died. You can accept my help, or you can all die screaming in the dark.
I can't see shit.
Well, there's too much condensation on the inside.
Condensation? That's a big word for you.
Shut up.
Okay, so who boosts who up here? So that's our red dot, which we learned in the first episode is the Like, that choice may have consequences. I feel like in this particular moment, that choice is what will it progress to the next story beat. But yeah, there's not a lot else to examine, so we will head up there right now.
That window. I bet we can get in there.
Good spot. Mitch, come here and give me a boost.
Wait. Make her go first. We send the one we don't mind losing.
That's an ugly thing to say.
I'll go first. I don't mind.
Figured you'd fight it.
Thanks, Clem.
I assumed Clementine was going
Hold it before he
first.
grabs you. Otherwise, we'll come as soon as you give the all clear.
I guess we'll know when the door opens.
Do I get to look? Go get it. Quiet.
I'm fine.
Go. Shut up!
Do you hear any walkers? You gotta calm down.
I'm coming. I'll get the door open.
Ruby, let's have a quick chat about how to deal with walkers. Number one, don't scream a whole bunch. Please.
Not bad.
Oh, look. Wild ginger. Eastern prickly pear, Jerusalem artichoke. False Solomon seal.
Let's find that barbed wire and anything else that might be useful.
I say Ruby has a wide base of knowledge. I mean, she recognizes all these plants. She's apparently well-versed in medicine because she's the one who's taking care of AJ. I want to say that she was involved in cooking.
Find something?
Yep, maybe useful.
What was that? A trowel? Good for digging, okay. We will speak to them in a minute. Let me take a quick look around.
Yes! Dibs!
The pry bar is good for a few different things. Hey, also good for
Could be
digging.
a weapon.
Or use it to dig a grave. You weren't there when we dug the holes for Marlin and Brody. We had to use cups and bowls. Took forever.
Pick a mushroom. And now, this is different from eat a mushroom, right? Because even though this is in a grower box, for all I know, this is being grown for medicine or something. It may be lethal.
Some mushrooms are edible.
Mysterious mushroom, probably not edible. Okay, let's file that one away in the don't eat pocket.
You seem happy.
You can only eat the same bland rabbit stew so many times before you go crazy. These herbs are gonna do wonders for morale. You wait and see.
Like, I'd walk into this room and say, huh, green. Wait, what is this now? No, we're not eating the mushroom.
Did you find anything?
What do you think?
Okay, just asking.
You know, the barbed wire idea is smart, I'll give you that. Those assholes try and climb our walls, they'll tear their guts out. I'd kinda like to see that.
Okay, so we're looking for the barbed wire, I think is our actual goal here. What haven't we examined? I don't know what barbed wire looks like when it's not spooled up on top of a wall, so I would imagine like a coil in a box that could be picked up and moved around without the person getting their hand sliced open. Oh, I bet it's inside here.
Barbed wire. A lot of it, too.
That should keep the raiders from climbing our walls.
Hey, we can use these.
For what?
We can make bombs out of these.
Bombs. Are you serious?
Totally. It's the kind of stuff I made back home.
He used to blow shit up. That's why he's a troubled youth.
Guilty. I just need some propane and something to create a spark. And we'll have ourselves a nice little homemade explosive.
Okay, so we have the barbed wire. I'm not eating the mushroom. Uncover lab door. Let's just see if anything else unlocked in this room, like in terms of things that Clementine can examine. I kind of don't think so, but we will check it out. Nope. Okay.
If I remember right, there's a science lab through that door. Maybe there's propane in there. Come on, help me move this thing.
I really thought we could just slide it, but works too.
Okay, let's see what's inside.
This, by the way, also does answer the question that I had about why aren't they using the greenhouse. Oh, okay, continue holding forward. My bad. I thought the game, like, hung.
Rose! What's going on? You alright?
We had a scare, that's all.
Oh no.
What? Who was she?
Miss Martin. Our nurse at the school. She stayed when all the others left. God. She looks... You can barely recognize her.
I'm sorry, Ruby.
I just wish I could make her look like she used to. One day we came out looking for food. Walkers attacked us. Thought we could fight them off, but there were so many. Ms. Martin told us to run, so we did. She taught me how to patch people up. Stitching, local anesthetics, painkillers, fever reducers. I don't think I can take care of her. Would you? I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just need a minute.
Come on, guys. Help me find that propane and we can get out of here.
Mitch, I can't help but notice that you're extremely useless in any sort of alarming situation. It's not even a fight, and you couldn't bring yourself to do anything useful.
Mitch? Is this useful?
Fucking A. I was hoping there'd be one of those. That's an igniter. We can use it to create a spark. Now we just have to find propane. We can blast those motherfuckers to hell.
Okay, we moved from where we found that, so I'm gonna continue to make a ring around the room. Let's check in with Ruby.
Ms. Martin meant a lot to you, huh?
She was the only one who stayed. She saw us for what we were. Bunch of kids who no one wanted. She loved us when nobody else did. Like, really loved us.
Yeah, I've known people like that.
I guess everyone has.
I many years ago used to have a Venus flytrap, and I did not realize that you just put like shreds of hamburger or whatever in. For some reason, I thought that they would only eat insects. I wonder if like I don't know anything about molecular chemistry, but I recognize that that is molecular chemistry. I'm just curious, like, does Clementine recognize
Let's
it
hope there's gas in it.
for what it is? Because I can't imagine any reason that she would. I'm A-ing so much.
Yeah, perfect. Here. Good find. Now we have everything we need. We should get back and tell the others.
We have to bury Ms. Martin first.
Bury her? Why bother? It's a walker. Help me drag it out back. We can burn it.
No. Ms. Martin's the reason we're all alive.
And?
She deserves a proper burial here. Next to the greenhouse she loved. That way the others won't have to see her like this.
She's been dead for years. There's no point.
She deserves a real burial.
This is very easy for me.
I'll help you bury her. It's the right thing to do for someone you cared about.
Thank you so much.
It's not a her. It's a walker. Fine, whatever. I'm not wasting my energy on that thing.
Mitch wants to burn the body because it would be fun and funny.
I'll put a stone in the graveyard, back at the school. But Ms. Martin loved this place. She'll be happy here. I'll make sure everyone knows you helped me. That you've got a good heart under all that muck.
Hey.
I really wasn't even thinking about the vote. I was thinking entirely about the fact that Mitch wants to burn the body because it's funny. Ruby wants to bury the body because it's important.
Hopefully. And it means Lily and her people won't be able to climb the walls. They'll have to come through the gates. We can plan for that.
Straight into a fiery explosion of death. Assholes won't know what hit them.
So where was he during the digging of the grave? Just like hanging out there? LOL, who cares? Like he didn't even drag the propane back. He waited inside for them to do their business and then walked out with them. Great work, Mitch.
Brought you these. I noticed his shirt got messed up when, you know.
Where did you get those?
They were 10s back when he got here. Should be about AJ's size. How's he doing?
Better. His fever's down. Thank you for carrying him in.
No problem. So, we've got a greenhouse again. And bombs.
Mitch's idea.
I figured. Violet says we'll start getting this place ready in the morning.
Good.
They all seem okay with letting you stay. For now, anyway. While we get ready to fight.
Yeah, I'm glad. All I've wanted is for them to forgive us.
I said they're fine with you being here, at least till the raiders are gone. That doesn't mean they all like you again.
Everyone else is okay with us staying. What about you?
It's fine. Well, he gets better.
And after that?
I don't know, Clementine.
Clem?
Hey, kiddo. How do you feel?
Better. Still hurts.
I know.
Hi, Louis.
Hey, little dude.
I missed you. Are we friends again?
Just get some sleep, okay?
Louis?
Okay. I really do feel
I'm
this.
sorry that you're hurting, and it's our fault.
It wasn't all you. Marlon, he... Forget it. I should go.
I'm not mad at him anymore. Are you? He helped carry me, and he was by my bunk when Ruby gave me stuff. Medicine.
AJ, I was never mad at him. I understand why he acted that way. Why he wanted us gone.
Me too.
Let's get a look at the shirts Louis brought you. Then we'll sleep. It's been a long day.
Yeah. James was nice, but I don't like sleeping on the ground.
Me neither.
So the thing about Louis is that he's angry and hurt that his best friend that he'd known basically his entire life, flytrap, oh, the Venus flytrap, is dead, and that he blames Clementine for that because he's still processing what had happened. And I would like to believe
That plant looks scary.
Oh, it is. It's a fly trap. It eats bugs.
A plant can eat bugs? That's so awesome.
the separation between who he thought Marlon was and who Marlon proved actually to be. I wasn't expecting to put the mushroom on the
Nice.
on the shelf. Oh, it's in a little
Wonder
pot.
how long it'll last.
I thought she picked the mushroom. So, in any event, I'm not mad at Louis, and I get where he's coming from, but that doesn't mean that we're perfectly cool after how he's been behaving. Okay, so we've got a sports jersey, a broccoli shirt, or a science dog shirt. What's science
How about
dog?
this one?
Looks like Tin's boots.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same character.
Cool.
Okay, so he likes that one.
Hey, this one's pretty cool.
Looks like Marlon's jacket.
Oh, yeah, but it would still look good on you.
That might not be taken real well by the rest of the group, though.
Look, it's Disco Broccoli and his friend. I wish you could have seen this cartoon.
Me too.
So, Disco Broccoli would make an interesting conversation point. He never saw the cartoon, but he did have a Disco Broccoli toy in the trunk of the car. Or he could possibly, like, bond with... I like the idea that he'll bond with Ten over this, and he seems to like Science Dog Shirt, but he does seem mostly enthusiastic about this, doesn't he? That got the brightest reaction. He seemed to like the fact that this was Ten's, or, like, reminiscent of Ten. I was originally going to go with Science Dog Shirt, but he really brightened up with Disco Broccoli. We're going to go with this.
This one will work. You can put it on when you feel better, okay?
Yeah.
Time for sleep.
I can't sleep with a light.
I'll blow it out in a second.
Now, there's one other thing. We can see that we could open the door. Oh, no, we can't. Okay, that option is gone now. I think we've done everything in here. If I look at it, does she say anything?
Science dog is pretty great.
Yeah, 10 likes him.
See, 10 likes him, not I like him.
Huh. Strange to think this used to be a regular school.
Alright. And he's tuckered out. See anything else to do in here? Alright.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Don't let a walker bite.
And if it tries?
Bang.
Alright, I'm glad... Oh, he put on the shirt. I'm glad he's feeling better when I saw him get up. He's sleeping a lot, though.
AJ? Where are you?
The first place I would look is under the bed. Apparently that's not an option. I hear the crying, I just... Was the number on their door always upside down? Or is that part of what I now recognize to be a dream sequence? I've heard... Wouldn't it be great if you could find a collectible in a dream? Some sort of Fred Krueger mystery. I've heard that you cannot read in a dream. I don't actually know if that's true or if it has any scientific basis to it.
AJ?
You were having a nightmare. Same one you used to have all the time. About what happened at the ranch.
I'll be okay. Just give me a minute. Hey, what do you have there? Did you have a bad dream too? You've been having them a lot lately.
I feel safer like this, not sleeping. I want to stay up forever. I probably could. Like 18 days, if I tried hard.
I don't know about that. I've never met anyone who could go more than a few days without sleep.
Then I'll be the first. If we were in danger, then I would.
Here, let me help you back to bed.
No. You don't have to keep checking on me. You always say, be tough. So I am. You say, be strong. And I will. All the time.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You're the toughest boy I know. Probably the toughest boy in the whole world.
Not as tough as you.
Well, no one's as tough as me.
I'm sorry you had to do all the hard work. To atone me. I'm gonna help you more, so you don't have to do everything.
Where are you going?
On patrol.
Patrol.
For danger. Bad people. Monsters. Whatever you have nightmares about.
What if you stayed here instead? If you go back to sleep, I'll stay awake and make sure no more bad dreams come.
You can't do that. You're not magic.
How do you know? Maybe I have magic and never told you.
No, you don't.
What is it?
Could I maybe sleep in your bed? Like I did when I was little?
Yeah, come on up.
I'm not scared, just tired.
You can't do it with the
sense to me.
knife, though.
Think you need that? AJ,
What?
you're still little.
Yeah, I know.
It's the balancing act of wanting him to have self-confidence and a conscience.
You ready to work today, kiddo?
Bad dreams always make me more tired.
Me too.
I slept better in your bed. It's my turn to be lookout.
I have other stuff I need to do.
What stuff?
Nothing. It's important.
God damn it, Louis. Take this seriously for once in your life.
I've been taking this seriously for fucking days. Almost 2 weeks.
So has everyone. Get over yourself.
Hey. I thought Lily and Abel would show up days ago. I wonder why they're holding off.
Don't know. All I wanted was more time to prepare, but now this waiting sucks and everyone's on edge.
Need my help?
Yeah, actually. Could you check on everyone and make sure they're doing shit right?
Sure, I'm on it.
Thanks, Clem. I should go board up the back hallway, since Louis isn't gonna do it.
Pretty clear message.
Well, it's facing the wrong way. I assume we'll get these signs set up a little bit later.
Hopefully this at least creeps the raiders out. Still wouldn't want to pledge to that.
Yeah, the struggle with AJ is I want him to be prepared to do what's necessary to protect himself and Clementine and the people they care about, and also to recognize when that's necessary and to care about the well-being of people that sometimes he's just met.
Shit.
What's going on?
In a few weeks, or days, or hours, the raiders will be here. Burn down our place and steal or kill us. And then it won't matter how much I sucked at this.
The raiders aren't gonna burn anything or steal anybody. We'll stop it.
You sound like Marlon. I mean, not about fighting, but when he was trying to cheer us all up. For years, I sat around making stupid jokes, playing stupid games, while my best friend was left with all the responsibility, all the tough calls, all the sleepless nights, and eventually, a bullet in the head. And I didn't do a damn thing about it. And then when you tried to tell us what he was really like, and AJ shot him, I blamed you. Both of you. If I could take it back, I would. I knew that the day you got back. I still do.
I forgive you. I understand why you did it. I'm not angry.
He was my best friend, almost like my brother, but the things he did, they were fucked up. Here, you take it.
Are you sure? I mean, it's Marlon's.
Yeah, it was. And he used it to defend the school before he stopped. Go ahead. Try it. In that direction, please. And just so you know, I'm totally laughing out loud when you miss.
Was that or was that not in?
Damn. Remind me to never piss you off while I'm standing at a moderate distance with a big red circle painted on my chest. You want to come back and practice more? Just let me know. Okay?
Sounds good.
And Clem, thank you. For all of it.
I am very, very... Well, hold on. We're going to get some more stuff here. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't mean to do this twice. I'm very hesitant to, you know, proclaim my ability in various video game arenas, just because I kind of feel like it's real easy to talk a big game about how good you would be at things in life, but this bow at this distance against that target, if Lewis can't find a way to get that arrow into that circle, there's something wrong with his draw, because that is just not a tough shot.
Violet went to board up the hallway, didn't she?
Yep.
I would have done it later. I just wanted to do this first.
It's okay. She needed something to keep herself busy.
Well then, glad to help. Go ahead and practice if you want. It's all ready for you.
I have, and by the, oh, okay. The facility that I can do against a stationary target that's gently swaying the breeze, make no mistake, I expect to miss many shots during what I suspect will be an upcoming combat scenario. Am I flipping this the right way? I guess it's a barricade.
Do you think Sophie and Minnie might be with them when they get here? I don't know. Maybe. I'm doing watch, Clem, for danger.
Like patrol?
No, Clem. Lookout's totally different than patrol.
How so?
You don't walk.
Oh, right. Hey, what are you doing?
Test. Gotta see if the bomb will go off. This little thing won't kill anybody. Just gotta see if it'll light.
Yeah, it better. Our whole plan rests on that little thing. If they get in, I'll need you to set the bomb off while I distract them.
Expect the unexpected.
Yeah, something like that.
I read that on one of those stupid inspirational posters. School used to have them everywhere. As soon as things went to shit, I tore them all down. Stupid shit. Could you? My hand's all fucked up from messing with it all day.
Oh boy. Move away.
Fucking shit. If it doesn't work.
I'm sure you'll get it. Keep trying.
It's not like I got all the time in the world to play scientist and figure this shit out. I'll figure it out. I just need more time. Alone time. To think.
I get it. I'll leave you alone.
Thanks, though. For helping.
I feel like we've got a bunch more stuff. So we are going to, even though there's an option there to talk to Mitch, he specifically said he wants to be left alone. We're going to do that. I do see look at rubble.
Nothing left we can use. Wonder if they ever tried to rebuild it after it burned down.
Oh, you can do it with, it's not left trigger anymore, it's left bumper is bringing those up now.
Ms. Martin, thanks for protecting everyone.
What is this? No. Look, I don't like Marlon. I'm not sad that Marlon is dead. Marlon made reprehensible decisions that are absolutely indefensible. That doesn't mean that Clementine's going to spit on his grave, especially in a situation where others might see. She's not petty.
What are you doing down there, Rosie?
We will speak to her.
Come here, girl. Good girl. What did Marlon used to do?
Okay, good. I'm glad that Rosie is friends with Clementine. Yep. Nope. We're not spitting on anybody's grave.
I hope it's beautiful where you are, Brody.
See if there's anything else around here. I miss a lot of collectibles in episode 1 and would like to finish this episode without missing any collectibles, but I'm not actually that optimistic about making it through with everything. All right. Before we talk to Violet, let's just see if there's anything else up and around here. I don't think I checked over next to these couches or anything. And now I'm pressing left bumper to see if there's anything that comes up. But nothing so far. Wait, why can't I... Okay. I've mentioned this in a variety of other streams, but I frequently amaze myself with my ability to very thoroughly and methodically check all the way around the corners of every single location, and then still manage to miss things. And, like, really obvious things. So, if you, at home, are watching this and seeing, like, oh my god, I can't believe he doesn't see this. How can he possibly be overlooking that? I just promise you that it's not intentional. And also, that's one of the reasons... Oh, look at barricade.
Place looks ready for a war.
Oh, Mitch was carving the weapon. I was trying to think, like, was Mitch even in episode 1 of the game? And yeah, he was the one who was carving the tip for the spear, the fishing spear. Okay. That did not occur to me until I was looking at this and thinking, like, who sharpened the stakes? And now I think it was Mitch.
Back hallway's secure. How is everyone? Okay, or, you know, a total fucking mess.
They're ready for this.
Really?
Really. The school is defended, and everyone's eager to get the fight over with.
Because you're boring and your idea is stupid.
Oh, I'm being stupid? You're the one who can't think straight. If you could hear yourself...
Guys, what the fuck? Violet told us to work on the traps together, but a sim won't listen to anything I say.
That doesn't mean you have to scream at each other.
Stay out of this. I have an idea for duffel bags filled with bricks. We drop them on the raiders if they get to the admin building. Willie here wants to use a giant, idiotic swinging log to take out one raider at most. It's completely stupid.
You're stupid.
You're being childish.
I am not. I'm trying to help.
So help and stop arguing.
Sim is right. We should use his brick trap. It sounds more practical.
Mine's practical too.
No, it isn't. It's exactly the kind of thing a child would think of. Especially a child who has no idea what he's up against.
Why are we...
What the shit?
Dude, you okay?
Yeah, fine. Shit!
Christ. We'll all kill each other before the raiders even get a fucking chance.
All right, what we need is something to break the tension.
I don't understand why we're continuing to
Hey, buddy, how's it
antagonize
Dude, fuck off.
much younger
Sulking in
kid.
the corner isn't gonna help us fight off the raiders. Or turn that frown upside down.
You get more annoying every day.
Regardless, I've come up with a plan to make everybody feel better. And that plan is a game.
Come on, we gotta play.
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, we haven't played a game in weeks, since that night with Marlon.
I mean, if you want to go ask Ruby to come play, I don't mind waiting.
Shut up, dude! I swear to God.
You've got a crush on Ruby?
What are we playing?
Truth or dare?
You don't use cards in Truth or Dare.
You do in this version. Everyone draws. Highest card gets to ask, lowest card has to answer.
This should be good. Let's see. Truth. Marry, fuck, kill.
Bye.
Fine. Marry, flip, kill. Ruby, a Sim, or James, that guy who saved you.
Oh my god.
You gotta answer. Them's the rules.
Let's see. I would marry...
Marry, flip, kill. Oh, this is not a timer. Okay, so marry, fuck, kill. Well, I don't want to kill anybody here in the compound. I think, like, especially given recent events, that might not go so well. So I would want to... A Sim is sitting right here. So I don't want to kill him. We'd have to go with kill James, right? So we have to reserve James for killing because he's not here right now. So between Ruby and a Sim, let's... If we go with Flip and a Sim is sitting right here, that's going to be extremely uncomfortable. So we're going to go with marry a Sim.
A Sim.
Thanks?
I don't think you're his type. He's into redheads.
Dude, shut up.
I would, flip.
Flip, 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 flip.
Flip, flip.
Okay, so that's going to be Ruby.
Ruby.
Sorry. I was just imagining her glare while Clem propositions her. What? You sure that's a good idea? What's wrong with you?
She picked. Ruby gets a flip.
So that means you're killing...
This is amazing.
Boy from the woods!
I'll try to shed a tear for the poor boy none of us met, who's probably just a figment of Clem's imagination.
No, he's not. I met him.
Well, now he's dead. Poor dude. This is great. We're laughing, we're bonding. It's a nice break from thinking about homicidal assholes sneaking into our homes to kidnap us.
Not if you bring it up.
On to round 2.
I just hope James wasn't, like, within range to hear that, because I don't mean it.
I win.
And poor Sim loses.
Definitely a dare.
Okay. Do your worst.
No. Ask Ruby for a kiss. I like that one a lot more than go kiss a walkerhead.
You have to ask Ruby for a kiss.
Seriously?
The most legitimate of dares.
He's gonna get slapped. Yep, yep.
I can't breathe. Well, I think we all learned something about our good friend Sim today. Mainly that he has no romantic charm whatsoever.
Shut up.
Look sharp, y'all. It's time for round 3.
I'm dreading AJ's turn.
I got it. We've been pretty hard on poor Sim here, teasing him about sweet Ruby. Seems only fair we mercilessly tease someone else about unrequited love. So, Clem. Anyone here you like?
Seriously? Like? What are you, 6?
7, thank you.
Seriously? Putting me on the spot isn't cool.
You did it to a Sim.
It's okay, Clem. You don't have to answer.
And blam, that's how a game dies.
I actually have thoughts.
Sim, you've got the high card, and the loser is Tennessee.
What's something you've never told anyone because you were afraid they'd make fun of you?
You got this.
I think walkers won't always be around. They'll go away someday, 'cause the world goes in cycles, right? Ice Age, Stone Age, some other ages. So it's like that. This age will end, and another one will start.
An age without walkers. Like it used to be.
It'll be better. Why is everyone looking at me like that?
That's really beautiful. I never thought of it that way.
What's wrong, AJ?
I just don't know what it's like. All of you do, but I don't. I don't remember a time before monsters.
You know what, little dude? It's okay that you don't. Believe me, the world before this one was pretty shitty. And that feels like a good place to call it.
We should finish up our work anyway. It's getting dark. You're on lookout?
Yep, Clementine's got it after me.
Can I come?
Of course you can, little guy.
Hey,
Hey.
you maybe want to help me with the brick trap?
Yeah, I got some ideas.
Cool. I'm sure they'll help.
Sorry I punched you.
It's okay. It's a pretty good punch.
I'm headed to the bell tower. I want to check out our defenses on the back wall before bed.
Do you need help?
Sure, if you want.
You could always help me instead. I am on piano duty. What? I gotta get in some practice before one of you decides to chop it into firewood. I've got a project I want to try, but I need a second person.
Unfortunately, I think this one's pretty clear. Yeah, the hints that we've gotten towards romantic possibilities for Clementine, I have some thoughts. Hopefully we'll have time to cover them in the post-episode discussion.
So, we're checking the walls?
Yep, from up there. That's the best view.
How sturdy are these stairs, Violet?
You ready for a climb? little dangerous.
What's more dangerous than walkers? Or that death trap you called a car?
Okay, fair.
Come on, you're not chicken, right?
No.
Now I'm thinking about chicken nuggets. Do you remember those?
Not really.
I do. We always got them on Sundays. There was no time for Grandma to cook between church and Bible studies, so fast food. Damn, I'd give an eyeball for a chicken nugget right now.
God, I hope we don't have to get down from here in a hurry.
Barbed wire, traps, weapons. It's everything we planned.
You made it happen. We couldn't have done it without you. You've got lookout duty tonight, right?
Yep, me and AJ.
Do you have time to hang out first?
Sure.
Wow. Beautiful. Sometimes I need the quiet, just to get away for a while. Clem.
Yeah?
I know you came back for medicine, for AJ, but after that, you could have just left. Avoided all the bullshit with the Raiders. Why didn't you? Sorry, I know that puts you on the spot. You don't have to answer. We've all got our reasons.
Why would I go anywhere else if you're here?
I'm glad.
Do you know any constellations?
Nope. You?
I learned some in school, but can't remember them.
Let's make some up. Come over here. You can sit down at that volunteer desk. If I remember right, everyone's born under a special sign, right? It determines your personality.
That's astrology, not astronomy.
Whatever, let's just make up our own. Rules, signs, what it says about you. It's not like anyone remembers the old way. Okay, let's do it. There! See? It's a fish.
I see a bow tie. This doesn't look anything like a fish. Oh, nope, nope, it requires me to go over here. Okay. And there, and then there.
Right. Now it needs a personality.
Bright, pretty, good with other people, always moving, tons of energy. Sounds like anyone we know. The energy one is easy. Good with people, not so much.
It's you?
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Weren't you listening? I said good with other people.
Well, maybe not that part.
I'll try to take the rest as a compliment. I spy with my eye a knife. See it? Right there. Right above your head.
Yeah, they're all above my head.
I never see anything in constellations. But fortunately, the game does. I feel like these segments really would have benefited from a Destiny-style cursor.
Us. This one's easy. Smart, clean, vicious, dependable. Someone you want with you in a fight. Doesn't take crap from anyone. Gets shit done.
Okay, that actually does sound a lot like her. But we'll go with this.
That's mine. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good one for you. Wish everyone would have seen all that sooner. Okay, one more time. I found a bird.
Like a real bird?
No, a starbird. Right there.
This, I feel like, is one of the few examples that really, really would go well with a mouse and keyboard. As people can no doubt see, I've played every Telltale game with a controller. Now, based on our choices, I feel like this is going to be the one for AJ. That's a sharp-looking bird.
A bird is free. It could go anywhere it wanted to. Up and up and up and never come back. Go south, east, west, doesn't matter. You could fly straight into a sunset and see where it ends.
It's all of us. Everyone here wishes they could fly away from all of this.
Maybe we'll learn to fly together someday. Sorry, I didn't mean to just talk so much. It's just I've watched people leave before. Family, friends. They never come back. But you did. And now I can't imagine what it would be like if you weren't here. Shit. That sounds so much dumber when I say it out loud.
I hope we're more than friends. And I want...
Holy shit.
That's romantic.
I mean, holy shit. Shit sticks. Probably time for your lookout shift. Ready?
Yeah.
The Raiders. That guy. He's gonna be with them.
Abel. Yeah. Your bad dreams. They're all about him, aren't they?
Yeah. Can I swear yet? I think it's time I can. If you do.
No. Come on, kiddo. Quit asking.
Because I would swear about his stupid face.
Try thinking about something else. Count the monsters you see.
Same number as before. 3, 4...
AJ, it's okay if Abel frightens you. You know how to control that.
There's 10 monsters out there. He doesn't frighten me. But when he comes here, I call dibs. I'm the one that kills him. Okay?
If we can arrange it, AJ, he is all yours.
Okay.
Really?
Yes, I can't promise you how things are gonna go, but if it's possible, you get first shot at him.
Wow.
What, you thought I'd say no?
Yeah. I'm grown up now.
No, you aren't.
but I'm close.
Clementine reliably says exactly what I'm thinking.
Clem, I see something.
Not a walker?
Here, you look too.
That's not a walker. Good job, AJ. Come on, we have to tell the others.
Did I actually find the right thing? That was James lurking out there? Which I'm fine with. It seems like he's setting up a perimeter.
They finally show up?
Yeah.
Stay safe, okay?
We're ready.
They've got at least 4 more people, all carrying guns. And carts, probably to carry people away.
Oh no. Assholes.
I can't believe they're really here. If they get inside, I'll keep them focused on me. That should give Willie and Mitch time to set up the bomb.
I'll set it under those carts. It'll work. I promise.
If they manage to get in, we fall back.
To the admin building.
Exactly. Right into our traps.
They're in for a rude fucking surprise. Those duffel bags will break bones. Easy.
So, any final words of wisdom? You've faced them and won, after all.
No matter what happens, look out!
Oh no! Shit! Fuck! Shit!
Hide! Now! Omar! I got him. AJ, hide!
Come on!
I know you're in there.
No! Open up, kid! This doesn't have to get any uglier!
My bow!
Go! Go. I'll be all right. You don't have much time. Go!
Omar manifestly will not be alright without immediate medical attention.
It's okay. Just try not to move or make noise.
The fuck is all this?
Focus. They're just scarecrows.
Guess they took us seriously.
Spread out.
Lily! Move, and I'll shoot!
You won't get the chance!
Where's our new recruits?
They're not yours!
Search the yard. If Clementine moves, shoot her. We'll find them, Clementine, and then we'll take them.
I don't think you want to kill me. Just like you didn't want to in the woods.
Shut up!
You can't fucking do it, can you?
You've changed.
I grew up.
I can see that. God, you are just like him. Lee would have been heartbroken knowing he taught you all the wrong things. That the sweet little girl he protected turned out like this.
He taught me how to survive. How to kill!
Yeah, some job he did. He still died, Clementine.
Get out!
If you won't help me find the others, I'll find someone who will. We've recruited from this school before. Minnie wanted to come along tonight to tell you how well she's adjusted to her life, how happy she is. She said she had a girlfriend back here. Friends she missed. One guy who could always make her laugh no matter what. And her little brother. She missed him the most. Shit.
Where are they?
Let me take you to them.
I can't. I just want them back. Please.
You'll be happier where they are.
Don't listen to her, Ten. You know she's lying. She stole your sisters. She took them away from you, from their home.
Now take the shot. Shit.
God damn it! Mitch! Mitch! No! Kill who you have to. Take the rest. Now, go back. Follow them.
I really wanted to shoot one of the guys with the guns while Lily was on the ground. She had an open shot at that guy.
Kill that one, the girl.
Come on.
Fucking pointless. I told Lily you wouldn't cooperate.
The door. Lock it.
Your friend Lily ain't around this time, so we'll have a nice little chat. You and me. Alone. Ah, fucking bitch!
I can't. Stay back.
I'm really fucking sick of this guy.
Weak, small, afraid, and still alive? Well, bet a lot of folks died to get you here.
Yes.
Dibs.
No, I promised AJ. Okay. I did not press a button, by the way, when I put the cursor on there.
Shit. This should be easy.
I don't know what to say here.
You won't kill me. I know you won't.
Why?
We were like family once. He won't hurt family.
Oh, no. No!
Big cuts all losses. Fall back! Pull in and fall back!
Who else was in there? I hear sounds, but I don't know where they're coming from. Okay, above all, we have to stop the fire from spreading. Okay. Okay. I feel like I hear something over to my left, and I don't like it. Come on. Okay, but... Guys, I don't know what percentage of that wood is flammable, but I'd feel a lot better if we got some of the fire out.
Clem, I'm sorry for trusting her.
I didn't see that as trust. I saw that as desperation, desperate hope.
They took them. Sim and Omar and... God damn it, Louis.
I know. We're going after them.
If we knew where to look, I'd smash down their walls myself. But we don't.
She's a Delta.
We've got someone who does.
Like, I would assume that's a river Delta. Okay, now we may get a like some music here. So what I'm probably going to do is dial the... Yeah, so timeout for just 1 second, just while we come over here. And we're going to dial that way the heck down. And then go back over here. Yes, okay. So, I can still hear some singing, but hopefully that is no longer audible on stream, just to avoid any sort of copyright issues. So, before we go through the statistics, a few thoughts up and down. So, first of all, it occurred to me after finishing episode 1 that there were some romantic possibilities opening up for Clementine, which is slightly weird, just because Clementine to me is as much of a daughter as I've had in any sort of like fictional setting. There's been many games where I have felt very strongly about where my character's romantic intentions might lie. There's been multiple, not only romantic relationships, but friendships and family relationships in various games that I've played that have meant a lot. Clementine is as much a daughter as I've ever had, and like I mean, in sort of a fictional video game like setting, Clementine has been a character that has been with me for like when did the original Walking Dead come out? And I played that a short time after it was out in its entirety. So date from there to this date in 2020, and this character has been a part of my video game experience for a lot of years, and to see her now as really, you know, entering into young adulthood and having a romantic, you know, being interested in romance and pursuing relationships with others is like, okay, I guess that's where we are. And then it became a like, so what do we know about Clementine and what sort of person that she might be interested in? And I was at no point in episode 1 really thinking about where where her romantic interests might be. And then as the episode went on, it started to feel, you know, after finishing it, I was sort of thinking about kind of the structure to it, where it was, do you want to go with Asim and Lewis, or over here with Brody and Vi? And realizing in retrospect that I was thinking about it in a very practical manner of, I felt like going fishing was more likely to be helpful to the larger group, and that was all I was thinking about. But I feel like one of the things that Clementine might have been thinking about is which group was she more interested in getting to know a little bit better. Also, one moment that really stuck out for me in episode 1 was when Clementine, Violet, AJ, and Lewis all went back to the train station, and there was this one dialogue choice that I chose where it's just like, you got this, Lewis. And it came out a lot flirtier than I had been expecting, and he responded very positively to that. And so I was like, oh, okay, sort of accidentally, there's now a spark. And it was one of those moments where, in retrospect, it was like, okay, so why did Clementine decide to say it like that? Was she being brutally manipulative to get him to do what she wanted, having recognized that he was a little bit interested in her? Or was she kind of enamored of him? And I much prefer the latter. So I entered into this episode earnestly thinking that if Clementine had any additional romantic options with Lewis, that I was intending to follow up on them, that we'd sort of accidentally stumbled into a new element of, you know, Clementine canon, that she was sort of interested in Lewis. And then all of the things in this episode happened, where Lewis very coldly turned his back on Clementine and AJ, told them to get out, was willing to shuffle them out the door with very, very little sympathy. And again, I get it, but Clementine is not me, and it just did not make any sense in my head that Clementine would still feel at all positively towards Lewis, especially not in a romantic sense after that. I do mean what she said to AJ of, I was never mad at him, but the idea that she'd be able to like enter into a romantic relationship with Lewis after that. So going up onto, and also she had grown so close to Violet in both episodes. Violet had stuck up for her. Violet was brightened up when Clementine was around. It felt increasingly clear to me that Violet had feelings for Clementine, and I couldn't think of any reason, it just seemed perfectly natural to me that Clementine would be interested in Violet after everything that had happened. So yeah, to the extent that, there's never been any prior visibility on where Clementine's natural sexual orientation might lean, it was like, sure. I mean, Violet seems like the kind of person that Clementine would be interested in. She is very capable. She cares for others. She can be a little bit sullen and introverted, but I mean, what teenager doesn't have that aspect to them? And she cares about Clementine and really went about, and let's not forget, because I certainly haven't, that moment when Clementine appealed to her and Violet put herself physically between Marlon and Clementine and just drew her butcher's knife out and basically said to Marlon, if you're going to come for Clementine, you're going to have to drill through me first with that revolver. It was just, you heard my reaction in episode 1. I said, it said on the screen, your relationship with Violet has changed. And I was like, yeah, yeah, it sure has. So, that all I'm doing here is explaining my thought process when they were sitting up on the roof. And you saw, I think, how quickly I went for Kisser, because the moment was just there. And it was, Clementine, don't let this moment pass you by, because everything was right about it. And then that, of course, led us to the scene in the courtyard where she has to choose to save someone. Saving Violet was the right decision for all of the reasons. If she had been romantically entangled with Lewis, it would have been, I think, a little bit more complicated. But here, for me, having the ability to sit on the sidelines and not feel romantically engaged with either one of them, Violet is simply more capable and more useful to the group, especially now that we have to go mount a rescue operation. Lewis is going to go downstairs and play piano, and he has some unnamed project that he wants Clementine's help with. Maybe that's cool and useful for the current emergency, or maybe it's just him joking around and blowing off steam again. So, of course I went up onto the roof with Violet. I did not know if Lewis was going to die in that scene or not. But when I am forced to choose between the two of them, I'm going to say Violet. Simply, if nothing else, she's more helpful for keeping everybody else safe and alive. The fact that Clementine was also now romantically engaged with her, it was the perfectly natural choice. And the only reason I went to the left is because somehow I'd gotten it reversed in my mind which side which side each of them was on. So I immediately went over to Violet, and that was one of the easier choices. Those were all my thoughts about sort of Clementine's sort of burgeoning romance in this season, and I feel a great sense of dread for how it's going to turn out, just based on how all of these things always go. But that lot is cast, and we will see how it goes. I spoke briefly as we went about the way that we're handling AJ, and I feel like at all times we have multiple eyes that are on Clementine. AJ is with her, and so is the rest of the group. And unfortunately, due to the circumstance, we are at the mercy of the group. So again and again and again, I was trying to present Clementine as being calm, rational, and contrite, that she felt awful about what had happened, that was out of character for them. She wanted to establish and communicate to the group through her tone and action that she and AJ were absolutely no threat to them whatsoever. It didn't work in preventing them from getting kicked out, but I feel as of this moment that it was very helpful in getting AJ medical help when Clementine went limping back up with a very, very injured kid in her arms. I like to think that when the decision came to open up the gate, everyone inside realized, okay, we were mad at Clementine for what happened. We are not sure that we feel super comfortable with AJ if AJ has a gun in his hands, but they mean us no harm, and we are not going to deny them care. And at least in our version of events, that is what got them back inside. That's what got AJ the medical care. Now, at the same time, AJ is hearing Clementine say, "You're right to be mad at us. You're right. We really fucked up." And what he hears, because this is what kids hear in my experience, that AJ fucked up. AJ is bad. And it's like, that's really hard, because in all of those scenes, you might have heard some verbalizing of it, it's just AJ appears to feel really bad about what he did. He doesn't feel like he can make up for it. It's weighing very heavily on him, and that is making him angry. There's a lot happening, and it did not feel good to... It really felt like kicking him when he was down through these scenes, and that's, from a writing standpoint, it's well done, because it was really hard. And boy, there was one... Gosh, I'm trying to remember now exactly where it was, and this is why sometimes I regret not pausing it as we're playing to call something out, but there was one moment where there was like a go fuck yourself option on there, and I damn near chose it, and almost at the last instant was like, whoops, nope, no, again. We're playing nice. We're playing nice with Clementine. This is why I save all the dialogue for the end, because if I pause between chapters or scenes, it would be this the whole way through. So yeah, I gotta say that I was glad that there were options for Clementine to be the mature, sober adult. I don't know if I made the right call in encouraging AJ. There was one where it was like, and I called this out at the moment, Clementine's coaching AJ on how to work through not his fear, it was his anger, I think, and the options on the screen were focus on your breathing, which I almost now regret not choosing. It felt like it was a little bit too much with the focus on your breathing, since he also did that for anger. Or maybe I have it backwards. Maybe it was for fear. But in retrospect, focus on your breathing is something you can do, whereas simply saying don't let it control you is coaching him to do the opposite of a thing, which, especially for a kid, is like, okay, so don't let it control me. I don't know what that means. I probably should have gone with focus on your breathing in retrospect. There was a similar scene when he was kicking the wall, kick on the wall when Clementine was lying down, and one of the options was you have to calm yourself down, and I very specifically did not choose that, because one of the things that we've talked about in various games with those kinds of dialogue options, has it ever, you the viewer, has it ever helped you to have someone say to you, calm down? It's just not helpful advice. It just makes you feel called out on the fact that you're feeling some kind of way. So I definitely did not do that. Let me think. Is there anything else before we go on with the statistics that I would want to touch on? Because some of the statistics I like taking this moment to talk through some of the things that were sort of top of mind as we went. I like Ruby. I talked about it in the moment, but Ruby is skilled in medicine, which we learned in this episode is due to her relationship with the nurse. She has a good heart. She cares about the well-being of others and feels bad for the nurse that's now a walker. She is in no way hardened, but she also knows cooking. She knows plants when she's walking through there. And, I talked some in episode 1 about, like, we have to get the greenhouse back up and running. My understanding, based on the dialogues that we had with Marlon, was that the greenhouse had simply been left to molder. And as the episode went on, I came to believe that was because Violet had chosen to tend the greenhouse rather than going out with Sophie and Minerva, and that the guilt that she felt over that was why like, we don't go into the greenhouse anymore. Like, Violet doesn't want to do it. The other kids might not know how. Like, it wasn't clear to me. Now we know, okay, there had been a walker attack in there, and they had lost their nurse, and she had sort of like held them off while they barricaded the doors and got away, and that was the reason that the greenhouse had been locked down. So that was a good point of clarity. It took me a while to recognize Mitch. As you heard, it was partway through. It was like, oh, he was the guy that was carving the fishing spears, and like he only has like the one line of dialogue and then doesn't feature very prominently. But yeah, for the first part of this of the episode, he was so fresh with Clementine. He was so ready to say, oh, we don't need you and your kind here. Like you're dangerous. We have to get rid of you. Oh, now we're gonna waste our medicine on them. And it's like, who even are you, by the way? Because I don't remember you doing anything when Marlon was waving a gun around. And also, I'm sorry, just to jump tracks very quickly, Lewis with the like, oh, AJ's done. Like, I get it. I get that he lost his best friend, but I just wanted Clementine to shout one time, Marlon sold 2 young women to the Raiders. Like, you're so upset about AJ and the fact that he didn't make a wise decision in a very, very heated moment where it might not have been clear to him that the threat had passed just seconds earlier. Like, it was a quick turnaround time, and AJ was standing behind Marlon, may not have heard that, only perceived a threat, and did as he was trained, always shoot for the head. By contrast, Marlon had not only the opportunity to sell Sophie and Minerva, but then went ahead and did it, and then kept the secret for a year, and then, let's not forget, beat Sophie's face open with a flashlight. There's a lot more reason to be upset at him, and I know that Lewis wasn't, like, in that basement and doesn't get it, but dude, you gotta, like, take the blinders off, man, because AJ is in no way your worst problem. Sorry, that was another thing that came up this episode. Just like, I felt like I really needed to. I understand, you know, we're not welcome here right now. I feel very bad about what we did, and we're gonna go without a fight or a fuss. And I really thought that Clementine and AJ were... I thought we were leading into a scene where Clementine and AJ could go around to each of the people that were going to vote, talk with them, and we'd find some of them would be absolutely intractable, but others of them we might be able to... And none of that happened. And instead, they were just summarily evicted. They were exorcised from the compound. So there was that. I'm sure, as we're about to go forward, that I did not find most of the collectibles, because what was it? Boar's Head, Mushroom, and Venus Flytrap. I bet there's at least 3 others that I didn't find, and man, I looked. I don't know where I didn't find them. But yeah, I liked Ruby. Mitch was a raging asshole, like way beyond what Lewis was. But I have to say that his bomb worked as advertised, and it felt like he was starting to cool down on his hatred for Clementine, and that had he survived this chapter, we would have, this episode, they could have had a more constructive working relationship from there. So it was sorry to see Mitch go. I feel really bad about Omar, and I wasn't sure if that was Omar. Lewis gets tossed into the cage at the back of the horse with another person, and to this moment, I don't know who that was. I don't know if they grabbed up Omar. I don't know why they would if he was shot through the leg and they're looking for child soldiers. That doesn't seem like a real great cost benefit to them to like risk dragging him in there. But then again, I don't know who it was. We know who it wasn't. It wasn't Vi. It wasn't 10. It wasn't AJ. It wasn't Mitch. It was Lewis, because Lewis got thrown in there. But who was the other person? It wasn't Ruby. I don't think we see Ruby at the end. I'm pretty sure. We're going to scroll through and see. That's everything I can think of off the top of mind. Is there anything else? I don't think so. So let's go over here. Oh, I got to click on it again. Hold on 1 second. Go over. Why is this not... Hold on 1 second, everybody. Because for some reason the controller is not... Oh, the controller... Oh, shit. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Sorry. 1 second. Okay. Sorry. I think we found the issue. The controller shut off. Go over. Okay. 1 second. For people watching this later, this is recorded live. So even though we recorded it in advance, we're not doing any editing. So sorry for any... Oh, I didn't even talk at all about James, which shows the level of interest I have in James. So again, for clarity, Clementine does not want to kill James, but especially based on recent events, Clementine was not going to vote to kill anyone inside that compound. Also, I did not feel comfortable saying that she would flip a sim with a sim right there. I felt like marriage was the least... I felt like that was going to be the least uncomfortable option with him sitting right there. Okay, anyway, we left James feeling trusted. James felt helpful when you let him feed AJ. And by the way, that was one of the oddest things. Why on earth would we not have taken that apple? Do we think that James went to all that effort to save Clementine and AJ from the walkers and then was going to like give him a poison apple like he's poisoning Snow White? There were some options in here that were like right down to the last moment as I tried to weigh what I wanted to do. There were other options that were immediate. And then there's the one option that was just baffling. Why on earth? I was about to say like in the comments afterwards, but I'm so mystified as to why that was even a choice. AJ says, I'm very hungry. He says, here's an apple. And Clementine has the option to say, no, we don't need your apple. Like, it's very odd. James was attentive when you said you're originally from Georgia. I don't know how I feel about that. The reason I was forthcoming with that information is because I still to this moment cannot imagine any reason not to be. Clementine, having come from Georgia when she was 6 years old, or like exactly how old she is when it's episode 1, is valuable information to no one in the world. If that somehow later on comes back to like bite us, that she got like that piece of information is out there, then I will eat my words. But yeah, I felt like giving up a completely inconsequential piece of personal information was a good way to build a bond with James. So that's where we are with him. I left Violet feeling vengeful. Violet was relieved when you and AJ returned to the school. Violet was exhilarated when you confessed your feeling for her. Well, that's good. There was a moment there where she sort of looked away, and I wasn't sure how to read her reaction because sudden, unexpected kisses can be... What are you doing? But no, she smiled and put her hand on Clementine's, and that felt very heartfelt. Yeah, Violet's cool. I like Violet a whole bunch. Mitch is dead. Oh, and we got to talk about Lily. Mitch was surprised when you admitted AJ was wrong to kill Marlon. But here's the thing. Here's the thing for everything else that I've said on that topic. It was wrong for him to kill Marlon. That, I believe, is factually true. Marlon sucked, but it was not AJ's decision to kill Marlon. The thing is, AJ is young enough that I don't feel like he can be held accountable for that choice, but nonetheless, it was wrong. So it was trying to underscore for AJ right from wrong without making him feel irreparably damaged. It was very troubling to me when he said, I'm a murderer, I'm a monster, things like, if that's how he comes to view himself. Anyway, Mitch was irritated when you decided to help Ruby bury the walker. And Mitch can go like eat shit on that. I don't care at all that Mitch was irritated by that. Mitch's alternative plan was to burn the body that would have hurt Ruby and accomplished nothing. Either way, we need to dispose of this body because it represents, if not now a physical danger, it does represent a health risk. We have to be rid of it. It is, pardon me, important to Ruby to bury someone that she considered a friend and mentor. To Mitch, she's no one. So he just says, burn the body. I don't care what he wants in that circumstance. We're going to go with what Ruby wants. So his irritation he can take with him to the grave. Left 10. Oh, cool. So we went from bitter to despondent. Hold on 1 second. Ten was thoughtful when Clementine said that people need to make new rules. 10 felt hopeful after sharing his belief that the Walker age will end someday. So if he's thoughtful and hopeful, I don't entirely know why that represents despondent. If anything, what I would want Clementine to have underscored is that Lily spoke about Sophie and Minerva. I want to say that she names drops. Does she name drop both of them? Or does she just say, we have some girls from this school? But she, pardon me, she spoke about them in the present tense. I would hope that that would leave 10 feeling hopeful, optimistic, that his sisters might still be out there. I certainly hope that. You left AJ feeling repentant. Okay, that's a lot better than hardened, or at least I feel better about it. AJ was soothed after sleeping in your bed. He was satisfied, which, by the way, was not an option. If you noticed, Clementine, accedes to that, and I would have anyway. He doesn't seem like he's old enough that that would have been in any way inappropriate, and they are family, and he needs... Clementine is what he perceives as a mother, and he's still very young. He has an older bearing about him, but the more that we've come to learn about him, he's still a real young kid, and what he needs right then is human soothing, human compassion. And for a young kid, that tends to be of a physical proximity. He needs to feel his mom with him. And so I would have agreed to that, but I would have... Like, that was not an option, yes, no, allow him. So I have to assume that that is the result of previous decisions made in the dialogue. He was satisfied after he got dibs on killing Abel. Yeah, so in that specific moment, I wasn't sure that he was done with his attack. And when the cursor was on screen, I put it onto Abel, but didn't pull the trigger because I thought that AJ might decide to finish the job. I wasn't sure, and I'd made a promise to him that he would have dibs on Abel, not because it's a game, but because Abel has brutalized AJ. I want to say on a couple different occasions now. I want AJ to have a sense of justice, and Abel is manifestly like. The lesson from Marlon should not be don't kill anyone. The lesson from Marlon should be don't kill people that aren't a threat currently at this moment. And that's exactly what Clementine says at one point, which was very gratifying. I said that Clementine has a tendency to say exactly what I'm thinking, and that was exactly one of those moments. When AJ says that he wants to kill Abel, that is not only an understandable impulse, it is a correct one based on what we know about Abel. So I was all about that. And I guess we're now happy that he's not dead because he'll be able to give us information on where the Delta is. But so what do we think Delta could be? If it weren't for copyright or sort of like trademarking, it could be a crashed Delta airliner. assuming that Delta is still in business, and I don't know if they are, Delta might not like having one of their crashed airliners being used as a base for evil people, so I'm going to return again to, if I was to guess, it's going to be a river Delta. We'll find out, I assume, in the next episode, but one thing that if I was Clementine, I would be doing is like, is there a river Delta around someplace? How close are we to the shoreline or like a lake? Is there someplace that might be referenced as the Delta? That's all we can say about that. You allowed Lewis to be kidnapped. I was presented no feasible option except for Lewis to be kidnapped. Lewis was comforted when you said that you were sorry that you and AJ had hurt him. That's good, because the thing is, again, that's true. That's a very important aspect to that interaction. I am sorry that he was hurt by what happened. I feel like if Marlon had not been killed, then Lewis could have had more time to reconcile his memory of Marlon with the person that Marlon actually was, namely someone who had sold 2 young women into servitude for this other group. Lewis felt discouraged when you chose to spend time with Violet instead of him. Well, Lewis, I felt discouraged when you decided to kick Clementine and AJ out, despite the fact that they were clearly representing absolutely no threat to you or the group. And between you and me, buddy, the world's a better place right now without Marlon in it. Lewis felt discarded when you let the Raiders take him. I'm sorry he felt that way, but asked and answered. We've already talked about that point. And here's Lily. Ooh, feeling unimpressed, is she? Feeling unimpressed. Lily was gratified that you remembered her. Lily was pleased when you accepted her help to stand. So, right at that moment, here's exactly what was going through my head. Number 1, is Lily unilaterally disarming this situation? Is it possible that she, now that she sees who Clementine is, that this is going to be like, and again, you know, all the previous seasons of Walking Dead are open to fair game. Is this like when you meet the leader of the New Horizon group and it turns out to be Javier's brother? Is this like, okay, now the Raiders are not going to be a threat because, like, there's been a misunderstanding between the 2 groups? Like, it's hard to imagine what it would be, but what if, just what if, Abel and Lily have nothing to do with the group that bought Sophie and Minerva? They're actually an uninvolved third party, and there's just been a giant misunderstanding here. And so I took her hand because I couldn't see a lot of benefit to turning it away, and I thought maybe it might help smooth things over. That was wrong. Lily appears to be, if not the leader of this Raider group, someone who is very high up in their ranks and sort of leading the operation to raid the school. With that additional information, Clementine could very well have stood on her own. I was thinking, like, maybe this is an opportunity to start to grow a bond here, and clearly not. So if Clementine had had any opportunity to kill Lily, she would have taken it. However, at one point when Lily was on the ground and I felt like Clementine had a clear shot at one of the dudes with the guns, I immediately tried to shoot the guy with the gun without realizing that that was not one of the options. Lily was pleased when you accepted her help to stand. So yeah, that's where that was. And yeah, of course I remember Lily. So to catch everybody else up, or at least what I remember of Lily, Lily was Larry's daughter. Lily spent a lot of time running cover for Larry and assuring everybody that he meant well, he just needs his pills and he can come off as gruff, he's my dad. But then after everybody had to abandon the motel, Lily shot Carly in completely cold blood during what was, you know, granted a tense argument, but certainly not a violent one. So that was very much in my head as well. What I was weighing there is, does Clementine remember Lily? Like, it was very, very memorable to me, but again, Clementine was 6. That was a big traumatic incident in a life that has been filled with traumatic incidents. But ultimately, I was like, okay, I'm going to go with I remember Lily, Clementine remembers Lily. I was neither trying to impress nor gratify her with that. I was trying to weigh, like, from a character storytelling standpoint, which is the most worthwhile. And Lily, we kicked the shit out of you and your asshole crew, so it's pretty cool that you're feeling unimpressed, because right back at ya. Left Ruby feeling grateful. Ruby was distraught when AJ took responsibility for killing Marlon. Distraught. Distraught. That's an interesting way to phrase that. Distraught. Ruby was consoled when you expressed sympathy over finding the school nurse, which was good because, among other things, Clementine literally saw her parents as walkers. Clementine kills walkers because it's what needs to be done in order to render a safer environment for herself, AJ, and the people that they might be with. She doesn't kill walkers because they're sport or it's funny or anything else. So to have a walker in front of her that means a lot to Ruby, of course I feel like she's going to express sympathy because she understands what that's like. Abel is captured. Abel, did I finish this off? Yeah, just Ruby was distraught when AJ, like, distraught. It's like she was distressed by that. Maybe it was just like she felt stricken. Here's how I'm choosing to read it: that she was like, oh no, that's so horrible. Not that like it's inappropriate for him to do so, because it was appropriate for him to do so. He was responsible for it. So in any event, Abel was outraged when you told Violet to shoot. Oh, fuck you! Be outraged. Of course I told Violet to shoot Lily, and I'd do it again. Holy shit. Oh, he's so outraged by it. Don't put your boot on my neck. Okay, it was Lily that did that. But don't grab AJ and like twist his arm up behind his back. What a big shot. What a big shot Abel is. Like roughhousing is too light of a word. But brutalizing is too strong a word. But just like grappling with a fucking 6-year-old. Good work, Abel. Oh, you're so outraged. You know, I regret that she didn't hit the head. Abel was impressed when you taunted Lily with shooting you. I don't care what he was impressed by, but I actually don't remember that exact moment. Was that the moment that Clementine said, "You're not going to shoot me because we were family once"? By the way, that mindset is not reciprocated. Clementine absolutely, positively does not view Lily as family now or ever, and would absolutely have killed her. There was a prompt on screen to kill Lily or like shoot Lily, and I was like, that's just going to open this up into an open shooting war, and what I need to do is buy time for the others. And that's what I was thinking in my head. Otherwise, I absolutely would have taken the shot. State of the school. Omar. Okay, so Omar was the other kid in there. Wow. Because he was shot clean through the leg. He doesn't seem like a great pick, but I guess they'll take what they can get for their child soldier army. Rosie was loyal to you after you petted her in the courtyard, which, again, didn't call that out. Yeah, I was wondering if that was the reason that Rosie got involved in the fight. Rosie was sad. The option was on screen to, like, I don't know, scold Rosie or something, or to pet her, or to call to her. And I thought to my head, well, Clementine's not going to reach her hand out to an unknown dog. She made that mistake once before. So, not mistake, but like has had that experience before. So what she's going to do is allow Rosie to come to her. That felt like an optional interaction, and I'm glad that we had it, because I feel like it paid dividends, and you want all the friends you can get here in the apocalypse. Willie, whose name I did not know prior to this instant right now, was annoyed you didn't choose his trap to defend against the raiders. Well, that's okay, because I feel like the brick trap worked really, really well. If we had gone with Willie's log trap, would it have A, worked, and B, taken out more than just one guy? I don't know. I may never know. I am comfortable with the choice that we made. And also, Asim was kidnapped. which I did not know. So we do not see Asim at the end, nor Omar. They were both kidnapped. So they, along with Lewis, have greatly reduced our population. Oh, and I did get 3 of 3 collectibles. Okay. I was predicting that I had lost one. So we're going to press A to continue. And I think that is going to take us back to the main screen. The volume is still dialed all the way down. So... Yep, so here we are, where it would be Broken Toys. So that is going to do it for this episode of The Walking Dead. Once again, if you are interested in watching this played live, twitch.tv/morethanamiya is doing that with a great deal of like audience conversation and interaction. If you do choose to visit her, please no spoilers. Like, let's be respectful of that. But yeah, if you are interested in watching somebody grapple with these decisions live, you will find few choices better than Mia. Also, Drien Lavode, DRIEN_LAVODE, is doing a full playthrough of all the Walking Dead games, one right after the other, and it is their favorite franchise ever. They've played through the games already, so they are now revisiting these stories to show off some of the less like very, very low percentage situations that you can get into, the rare deaths, the Easter eggs, the little subtle things that were woven into some of the episodes by the creators of the Walking Dead franchise, and it is fascinating. It is definitely viewing recommended only for people that have played the game so far, but if you have, they are extremely informed on how all of these games were put together, and will walk you through, I think, a lot of things that most people would not know, because they absolutely adore this series, and boy does it show in how much they know. So please check them out. Aside from that, we are going to call it here for Narrative Sunday, and we will rejoin you in 1 week's time for episode 3 of The Walking Dead, the final season. Until then, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.